What a nerve. What a nerve certain companies have in producing chemicals that influence your, or fight with, maybe a better word, with your immune system. Your immune system is the key to your health, okay? And the more we eat genetically modified foods, the more the immune system battles to get used to them, and often they land up as autoimmune diseases in your body because they can't. But now just imagine what a nerve these scientists have in the big pharmaceutical companies that are producing the vaccines, that are influencing the RNA and the DNA in your body, and they haven't been processed. They haven't been tested. They haven't run any lengthy trials to see the consequences. And the first people, some of them are dying, some of them are getting deformed faces, some of them are coming out in rashes, some of them are just getting wholly sick. I mean, what a nerve to think you can, with the backing of the big media in the propaganda that is supported by masses of money coming from, like, the Bill Gateses, who actually own the vaccine laboratories, and backed by Chinese money throughout, including the media, the big media, the big fake media, because they're putting out information that they want. It's an agenda that the dark forces of our planet Earth want. Okay? And it's en masse, these dark forces. But there are light forces. There are people striving to have a truthful world, and to have a pharmaceutical industry that is striving to keep people happy, as opposed to treating symptoms that they have to keep on buying those pharmaceuticals, which is a totally part of the current consumeristic world that we live in now, and the consumeristic greediness, the unethical, where groups of people, like the shareholders of a company, collect all the money that everybody else does, and then it gets put into more propaganda, some more agendas about the dark side. What a nerve! What a nerve! But it's our current reality that we experience. But there are plenty of other organizations now that recognize us, that are really trying to do something different, trying to do something that benefits other people, and makes them healthier, makes them happier, a more authentic type of approach. And that's what the new world will look like eventually. I'm not sure what's going to happen between today and the new world. Maybe there are masses of catastrophes. There's lots of talk about humans doing the problems with the climate change. What a nerve! Okay, the climate change is coming from outer space. So, there's just so much going on that we need to address within ourselves. We need to contemplate over a cup of coffee, and think about these things, and think about it inwardly about yourself. Where do you go from here? Okay, what are you doing in your day-to-day life that is going to support an authentic, beautiful, joyful world out there for all companies, all individuals, even the people on the streets, and the children that are starving? A whole different world that individuals can change. But there's also a lot of what's the right word? Where you support that type of thing in your mind, but then you go to the grocery store and you fill your trolley up with genetically modified food, chips, sauces that have got so many different ingredients that could damage your immune system, and even not even, but will also through that process damage your brain, and damage your nerves. Okay, all these genetically modified substances, whether they're man-made vaccines or man-made plant changes to make the farmer wealthier and the intermediate who buys up these things, more profitable because of the looks of the vegetables and so forth, but they're ignoring the health of those people. So I really believe that we need to start with ourselves. We need to be buying organic, supporting the organic industry where they're not using harmful chemical substances on top of the plants and in the ground, and they're not making the nourishment of the ground to such an extent that it'll become wasteland in the future. It's terribly important that we work ourselves, just a little bit of buying organic, eating organic, and standing up for what you believe to be the truth. Okay, and if you're on the dark side and you believe that truth, then okay, so be it. That's where you're at. Okay, but try and just contemplate about the way forward. And even if you identify and can say to somebody, what a nerve you got, you're giving us poison to eat. What a nerve you've got that as a doctor you're not supporting our health by boosting our immune system with natural substances to get that immune system to the top of its performance, instead of giving us all these symptom issues or giving us pills to just satisfy the symptoms, and the symptoms do go away. Okay, but then you haven't dealt with the cause, you haven't dealt with the deeper meaning, and it's going to come on in a different way and make you more sick in the future, and you don't relate the two. What a nerve.